Hey, hey. I trust that everything is going swell in your life today. I trust that if you had a rough start, that you were able to find some sort of solace or be able to come back to yourself and realizing that you are the creator. You're able to pull yourself from anything that you may that you may deem or see or feel to keep you stuck in a space. Now, I'm not saying run away, from your feelings, your emotions, or, you know, have toxic positivity. But what I am saying is um, create the space to be able to get over whatever it is that you were dealing with, right? So today on this Soulful Sunday, I just wanted to come and kick it and to have a live vibe. I trust that whoever stays to this point and beyond, that you are filled with some sort of clarity, right? If there is something that you would ask, that I'm able to be a vessel to deliver a message for you. I ask that from here on out, that your life, your space, your everything is filled with ease, right? With ease. I do feel, and I've mentioned on my channel before, that I do feel that for the majority of us, the worst that we have already experienced is already done, right? So it's a point of really embodying and being in that space and in that energy of knowing that, we are great. I was going to say good, but we are great. We are, we are. And one thing I had to work on, that I've been continuously working on, but it's been a reoccurring thing, is the art of just being, right? The art of just being. What does that even mean? Right? When you used to being on the go all the time. So oftentimes when we decide to do something or to make a change within ourselves, we like to always, assume that things are going to happen right away. Now, again, I've said this before. Some things, depending on what it is, depending on how much time, effort, and energy you are putting into, you may be able to make that shift in the blink of an eye. But certain things take time because there's a lot of undoing that has to be done in that space, right? So, with moving forward, knowing that the art of being is going to challenge, it is going to irritate that spirit within you that just wants to be on the go all the time, right? It is going to make you feel like you are not doing enough. But I am here to say that you are doing more than enough. This season that we are in is calling for a season of just really taking it easy. That's why I said earlier, realizing and hoping that your life is filled with ease. With ease, right? So how often do you take time to consciously breathe, right? To really sit with yourself and to take a breath in. We're always on the go, and then we don't realize that we are able to bring it back to ourselves. You have to pull back your energy. You have to. You have to have moments periodically throughout the day where you are bringing that time, effort, and attention back to yourself. I had to tell my children, I said, look, mommy needs a moment. Mommy's going to go live. And this is me bringing, the energy back to myself. Although I am giving energy, but being able to sit with self, right? Or to be able to just be, right? And Spirit put it on my heart to be able to go live and to share. So as we are um, shifting a lot of old cycles, and as we are uh, creating new patterns, new habits, when Spirit says do something, I have to act on that now, right? So that's why I'm here. So patience is coming to mind. Remember to be patient with yourself. This thing is no race. Regardless if you only live to be a newborn to 2 days old, to 200 days old, to 2,000 days old. It is no race, right? And it is all ordained, and it is all done within divine timing. Regardless of however much time it is that you get and that you are blessed to have to experience here on this plane, right? Patience. Oftentimes we want to rush to get to the next level or get to this new thing that we can't just be in where we're at, and we will miss a lot by wanting to rush and be, right? So I'm gonna pull a few cards again. If by any chance anyone has stayed to this point of the video, I thank you for your support. I thank you for your love. I thank you for showing up for your girl and also showing up for yourself. Oftentimes we don't give ourselves the credit that we deserve, that we are worthy of, because we may be looking at others to give it to us. But I had to journal this rising and lay in bed and think of like how dope I really am, right? How magical I truly am, even over the simplest thing. The simplest things we often take for granted, but it is those same things that can bring you the most joy, the most peace, the most love. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, God. I'm grateful for this day. Baby. Speaking of the message of the art of just being on this Soulful Sunday. And we got 5 cards down so far. First thing that came out is the Queen of Pentacles. Then I have the 10 of Pentacles reversed. Ooh, Pentacles. We have the Moon. We have the Fool. And we have the 7 of Pentacles. Damn, it's a lot. It's the ground. Connect. Be rooted. Feel secure. And whatever it is you were planting and whatever it is that you were feeling, right? And the art of being, right, is given with the Queen of Pentacles. Nurture your spirit. Take time off to really tap into you and to nurture your spirit. Then we got the Moon here again. It's your dreams may be truth telling, maybe telling you some things. It's the point of tapping into your divine intuition. When you are able to be in the space of being, you can have that connection. That connection is stronger. I was reading a book by Ayala Van Zandt, and she was talking about a portion of meditating, right? And the beauty of meditating. And when you meditate and you go into that space and you are just being, it puts you in a space of you being a circuit for spirit to plug itself into you and to pour into you, right? And in order for you to do that, like, you got to take that leap. You got to be the fool, right? Create a new beginning. If you are in that space of always doing, it is time to just be. Like, take that blind faith and know that you are going to be divinely cared for, right? The Queen of Pentacles, she's a nurturer, right? And the Pentacles is out here. So we know that that's earth energy, right? Grounding, tapping into that self, stabilizing yourself. When you look at a tree is solid, a tree is still, a tree is planted, right? We got the Six of Wands, Six of Swords, sorry. So with the Six of Swords, it's given the space of moving away from something, moving away from the doing, the overdoing, moving away from that space of feeling as if you got to be, again, doing. I just heard you got to dig a little deeper. So the song from The Princess and the Frog, you got to dig a little deeper. In order for you to do that, again, it's leading me back to the Fool. You got to take that leap of faith. Some people are so surface level, right? Dealing with the shadows, not wanting to go, not the shadows, dealing with the shallow, okay? Tap into your shadow with that moon energy. That's that feminine energy. It's nothing to be afraid of. It is definitely nothing to be afraid of. Let me see. Let me clarify the Ten of Pentacles. Let me clarify the Ten of Pentacles. Ooh, where she go? Where she go? Where she go? Did it flip back over? If it was meant, it'll come back out. If it was meant, it'll come back out. We're clarifying the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. We got the Strength in reverse. So when it comes to the art of just being, right, it's given insecure energy. It's given not believing in self. It's given being a victim instead of a victor. It's given, earlier I mentioned something about like being grateful and realizing like how dope you are. This is not, I heard, look into material things to determine your strength or your success, right? So the Ten of Pentacles is giving, when it comes to that closing that chapter, and when it comes to moving on, there is some weakness there, right? You feel you can't move on because you are feeling, and you're in a lack mindset. You're not trusting in yourself. You're not trusting in God, right? We got the Queen of Wands. See, you're not trusting in yourself. Reverse, it means self-confidence, self-respect, selfish, jealousy, insecurity. You're not tapping that fire energy. I just heard you are not knowing that you are the shit. Then I got the Four of Swords in reverse, right? It's a point of, you see, it's just laying there, right? It's a point of driving yourself crazy, burning yourself out, feeling exhausted, being stagnant, and knowing, again, we're talking about doing. I mean, the art of being. You could just be. You could be in this space of feeling, being in tune with yourself, being in tune with your teams and God. And that does not mean that you are not being productive. It does not mean that you aren't getting enough done. Think of all the time you have spent out here on the go, right? You owe it to yourself. I just saw 1555, new beginnings, bringing major change, right? But within that change, there's going to be some sort of conflict. There's going to be the conflict. The conflict is you not trusting in yourself and you not wanting to take that leap of faith. We got a lot of pentacles out here, yo. So we got the page. That's bringing fresh new energy, going into something new, going from cycles ending, cycles being completed, and new cycles coming about. Again, that 10 of Pentacles in reverse is that stagnation when it comes to making a move in this realm, right? To bring forth some tangible evidence. The Pentacles is like tangible evidence to get to that thing that you desire. But at first you have to do the internal work. Ace of Swords in reverse. Get out of the mindset of being confused. If you are here and if you're watching, your answer is to pause and self-reflect. And I'm hearing, see what has not been working so you can move forward, so you can create a new way. Because oftentimes that insanity definition, insanity doing the same thing but expecting a different outcome. In what ways can you switch up? Can you do something different to where it's not the art of being will counteract this One of Swords. The One of Swords, the Ace of Swords, same thing, right? We got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, right? You can't get to that new beginning of achieving. You're trying to get to the Ace, but you can't because that 10 is still there. That worry, that self-doubt, that insecurity, right? But it's the point of Spirit is calling for you to move away from that. So you could be in this energy, right? It's definitely talking about the finances. The finances. I just heard the song Russ. I'm falling in love now. Losing control now. Don't allow yourself to spiral out. If you are dealing with someone and you notice yourself falling back, relapsing, or feeling like you were confused or you were losing sight of the bigger picture, you got to let them go. Think it better, let it go. Got 4 cards popped out. Damn. Right? We got the Emperor. We got the Ace of Cups. We got the Sun. So Emperor is upright. The Sun is reversed. The Ace of Cups. There's new beginnings. I just said, if you're dealing with somebody, if you're in the Two of Cups. So now we're starting to tap into some feelings, some emotions. The Emperor is about that. Look how you looking. Look how you sitting. You're supposed to be in your emperor energy, right? Getting into that place of power, healthy power and authority. Healthy power and authority. But in order for you to get there, for you to sit on your throne, for you to be on your big dog shit, you have to clear your conscience. You have to use your mind. Use your heart and not your mind. Go for it. Take a new leap. I don't know why I'm shuffling. Take a new leap. Right? When it comes to this inner child, the inner child being in reverse, the sun being in reverse. Use your heart and not your mind. Tap into your heart space. That's the part of feeling. And then being, when you're able to be, you're able to like feel everything. Everything is magnetized. Right? The Two of Cups. There's something going on. There's not any balance. Whatever it is not reciprocal. Right? Pour into thyself. I literally just said that. Pour into thyself. Get to a space of bringing it back to you. 2121. Bringing it back to you. Bringing it back to you. We got the Ace of Cups. Getting to a new... We won't be able to get to that new space of that new level up, that new set of emotions, those new feelings if we keep harboring and being in our minds and holding on. So you're too much in your mind, and that's why all of the pentacles, you got to ground it out, right? Go outside, touch some grass, meditate, do some breath work to bring you back to yourself. Every little thing is going to be all right. Every little thing, two on the clock. Every little thing is going to be all right. With more pentacles, once you go out there and get yourself together, right? Get to a space of being able to balance. There's not any balance. We're still in the Virgo season, right? So there's a point of still being able to organize, get some stuff together, reassess, do your personal checks and balance, see what you are grateful for, see what is working, what is not working. Get to a space of I got the Ace of Wands came up. That's a new level up. I'm not taking all that though. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. And the world card. Cycle complete. Once you get yourself together, once you start balancing things, once you get organized, once you're able to clear your mind of some of the clutter might be tied to people, places, and things. Once you get rid of some of that stuff, then baby, the world, divine communication is coming through. I made my dang on ring fall off. The commission. Completing that cycle. It's time to move on. Keep on moving it. Oh, keep on moving it. Moving from that place of that stagnant energy. Moving from here, right? Moving from here, right? Moving from here into feeling accomplished. That's what I said. Check on, see all that you have done. Remove yourself from any ties. Remove yourself from any illusions of not being worthy. Remove yourself from any people, places, and things that have you feeling like you are not worthy, you are not enough. It's so we can be the imprint, so we can be abundant, so we can be fruitful, right? But you got to tend to yourself. I just heard tend to your garden. So with all these pinnacles I heard, you might need to tend to your garden, right? Tap into that divine feminine energy. One more, spirit. One more. I said one more. You don't listen. Get out of your mind. You cannot move until you make a choice. Cut those ties from those negative thought patterns. Get you a list. I was thinking of this thing, like how they say two truths and a lie. What is the lies that you were telling yourself, right? And counteract that with two truths. For some reason, I don't want to say for some reason, we know why, but we have been programmed to just focus on what is deemed the negative. It's time to get out of that space, right? Yeah, because I did say one more. You got surrender at the bottom. In what ways do you need to surrender? Let all that shit go. We be so scared of just starting over and getting to the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles when stuff is just transforming, or when we need to be the Fool and just take that new leap of faith, or how dare we go and try to gain the world, right? Surrender. It is time to surrender. Surrender. You got to think about the future, but keep the present in mind. It's good to have a plan. It's good to have a vision or for what you see, right? But this is the thing. When it comes to life, you have your dreams, you have your desires, right? But you have it in your mind how you see it, right? How you think it's going to play out, how you think it's going to happen. But it is a point of knowing that sometimes what we see for ourselves is very minor compared to what the universe has for us. So set your plan in motion, right? But then ask for that divine guidance of how you're going to get there, of what you're going to do, what steps you need to take, who's supposed to go, and realize that the answers in most cases, won't come right then. They'll come, but open yourself up to listen. Open yourself up to listen. First card that came out was check in. Check in with yourself. When you think about whatever it is that you're pondering, take a moment to check in on how you feel about it. Do you feel lighter or heavier, excited or filled with dread? Pay attention to your inner guidance. It's always helpful. What did I just say? We're getting out of the space of thinking, moving ourselves from up out of that space to feeling. What is going on? What did I say? Pay attention to your inner guidance. They ain't gonna never let you down. And the second card that came out was focus. I'm focused, man. You're being asked to shift your focus away from what isn't working towards what is. Two truths and a lie. Paying extra attention to where you place your focus is the first step toward creating an amazing life. What did I say? Get your plan in motion. Organize. What is it that you see for yourself? Right? And you don't have to do the most to get there or to get it, but put yourself in a space to be open to receive. You're being asked to open to receiving universal gifts. These can come in the form of love, money, compliments, healing energy, and universal wisdom. Know that you're worthy of these gifts and open up to them. I just heard, God is my sugar daddy. God is my sugar daddy. I am open. I am open to receive all of those good things that are made for me. Soar. It's time to soar. It's time to get off the porch. It's time to be the fool and take that leap. It's time to be the fool and take that leap. You're being asked to stop dimming your own light. Baby, stop what? Hold on, what it? Stop dimming your own light. Period. It's time for you to come out of the shadows and let your authentic self soar. Fly high, dear. Dear one, fly high. And you're gonna see me soar. It was 30-30 on the time, right? We be so afraid to let go. And we be so afraid to take that leap of thinking we gonna fall. But what actually happens if you fly? Again, it said don't worry about what's not working. Do your personal checks and balance. See how dope you really are. It don't matter if you had to change jobs a million times. It don't matter if you've been married and divorced a million times. It don't matter none of that. The beauty in that is that you keep doing it again. It's 555 on the time. Make that change. Literally just turned as soon as I said that. Right? 31:11 on the time. Give. One of the best feelings we can experience is given to others. When we do so, we feel lifted up and our lives improve greatly because of someone else's happiness. Think of one way you can give to another today. Ask yourself, ask your spirit team, ask your guides, when it comes to this being energy, right? In what ways am I able to give? Because it doesn't necessarily mean you have to give something physical. No, that don't mean you need to borrow, you need to lend Pookie that money. You know what I'm saying? In what ways are you able to give in a way that is not going to, hold on. In what ways are you able to give that is not going to put you in a space of turmoil, of imbalance, a way that is not going to put you in the negative? Ooh, look, my car is just already out, sitting here flipped up. Brazen and masked. Time to be bold. Time to be bold. Keep it going on. Mask. Take off the mask. It's time to unfold. Let them know you've been acting weak. But it's time to be bold and beautiful. Okay? In what ways have you been playing with yourself, with your potential? Don't be sitting up there worried about saying what somebody else is doing when you out here playing yourself. Trust me, I had to have those Michael Jackson man in the mirror moments. Come to Jesus moment and see like, oh, okay. Okay. What else do we have before I get up out of here? Awakening again. It's time to awaken your spirit, awaken your mind. But be patient with your transformation. Don't try to rush. Again, we want to get nowhere fast. Be patient with your transformation. It's going to happen, but you have to be able to put yourself in a space of rebirthing. Remember, so when you think about a butterfly, or even when you think about a baby, we start off in the womb, right? And we go through this whole transformation of growing, of darkness, right? Of like legit, you are of light, but you are in this space of darkness. But you are knowing that you are divinely cared for, you're divinely taken care of. You are safe, you are secure for most of us, right? Even for the ones that have experienced traumatic lives in that portion, in that sense, right? But even within that, in that darkness, you're still growing. Like all of these pieces of you are coming together, are forming together. So treat yourself as like that infant, right? As that not infant, the fetus that is in this fluid, right? That is getting ready to be birthed. But know that you had to go through a whole process. But in order for you to get to this, consider the Ten of Pentacles to be the awakening, because something is happening. You're going through this birthing situation, right? A new version of you is wanting to be birthed in order to get to that phase in life to where you are able to be birthed. You got to move away from some shit. There's water everywhere. You got to move away from it, right? But then when you come out like the sun. Come out shining. Out of that darkness comes the light. Be the light. Shine bright. So you can gain the world, right? So you can feel whole. So you can feel complete. So you can feel fulfilled. I was thinking, because sometimes, the world could mean traveling. Again, see where you're going in your dream space. What are you moving away from? There's a lot of movement going on here. Season. The season is changing. We're going from this currently over here to this. And it's the number one card. Baby, it's time to go into a new. It's time to let it go. It's time to let it go. It's time to go into a new. Don't be afraid. You are divinely protected. Two more. Thank you, Spirit, for the message, the divine message. Thank you for the channels. Thank you for being present. Thank you for continuously showing us. Two more. That's what I'm talking about. Top. Liberate yourself. You gotta move, gotta liberate yourself. You making moves, gotta liberate yourself. Say liberate yourself. Liberate yourself. It's time to free yourself from, as you can see, consider these like little masks and these faces to be versions of you that are no longer working out for you, right? And it's time to get to a space of releasing yourself. It just came after the seasons, right? Liberate yourself from being in the space of stagnation, low vibration, not consulting and checking with yourself. Good juju came upside down in the reverse. The reason why you may feel like you cursed. You may feel like, why is this always happening to me? Why is this so hard to do this? Why? It's your perception and how you're looking at it. You are essentially blocking your good juju. When you are not operating in the ways that you should be operating, you are stopping those great things from happening. God is waiting here to bless you, wanting to bless you, wanting to bring it all forward, wanting to give you the Ace of Pentacles, right? God is right here waiting on you, wanting to just drop it off in your lap, but you can't because you're feeling you're not worthy. Oh shit, bullshit. I did ask for two more, and then I went and grabbed another one. Grounding. That's what I said in the beginning. Grounding, tapping into you. Bringing it back to you. And this is bringing it back full circle. It's important to call back your energy. If you have to do it 2, 3, 4, 5 times a day, that is perfectly fine. Calling your energy back to yourself. Not replaying old situations and scenarios back in your head. Not creating false realities and then finding yourself in these spaces to where you're like, you're upset, you're in grief, you're in shame. Like, shedding those things, liberate yourself from those things. Just heard, I think you better let it go. Hey, it looks like another love TKO. Let it go. Then I heard you gotta fly. Say, then I heard you gotta fly. We had the sword card out. You gotta let it go so you can fly high. Woo. In order for you to fly, you gotta let those things go. Be the fool. And just know that it doesn't mean that this stuff is gonna happen right now. It's gonna start right now. But start quantum leaping. Taking those tiny steps to shifting and changing your mindset, changing your spirit, changing your heart, changing your physical actions, getting in tune with thyself in order for you to persevere and push past any obstacle that may be in your way. Find gratitude in everything. That is very vital. Being able to find gratitude in everything, any and everything. Be grateful for it all. Be grateful for your ability to overcome. The saying goes, God won't put more on me than I can bear. And you are enduring it all. You may not have created that actual situation for you to be in, but you did sign up for it because you knew that you would be able to bear it. And like I said earlier, the worst has come already and it's gone. So no more thinking about how it went the last time. No more being afraid to persevere and push past. The last time was the last time. This is a new time. So, is there anything else, Spirit? I am complete. Thank you for watching. You are so amazing if you happen to watch all the way to the end. I definitely appreciate you. I appreciate your time, your effort, and your energy. You could have been anywhere in the world with me. And I trust that this message lands upon whomever it was to land upon. And remember, if it don't apply, let it fly. Right? Don't take on other people's shit. We've been doing just a little bit too much of that in our lives already. And I just heard it again. I think it's time to let it go. Let it go. Remove the shackles, remove the chains from anything that you feel is crazy. I just got the scenario of people of people going and just going to go stand in line, but not asking or not going to go see like why we're standing in line, why are we right here? And then that person that goes around and then there's like a shorter line up there. Remove yourself from the false reality of thinking this is where you're supposed to be. Tap into that divine. You might need to do some moon work. Look up at the moon. Meditate under the moon. We got the full moon coming up and it's an eclipse coming up. Okay? The seasons are changing. Liberate yourself. We are moving away from negative thought patterns. Keep on moving it. We are moving away. Okay? So, again, I love you all. Have an amazing rest of your day. Have an amazing rest of your week. And don't think just because, well, I should have said this at the beginning, but it don't have to be Sunday when you watch it because the soul is always popping. You feel me? So, I love you all. Peace.